Hey, I'm Marcus.
And I'm Nick.
We are Working Class Nerds.
Cue the intro. That's right, we are Working Class Nerds, the podcast that gives you no information about your favorite information.
Today is Thursday, August 4th, 2022, and you can find this 163 podcast on Apple Podcasts, Buzzsprout, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, and anywhere you can find a podcast in the galaxy far, far away. And you can now find every Working Class Nerds episode on the YouTubes. You can also watch me terribly fail at video games Tuesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays at twitch.tv/MarcusB814.
And you can watch me play video games every single Monday night at twitch.tv/NickVern51.
And you can find the both of us on Twitter. I am at MarcusB814.
And I'm at Nick Vern, that's NICKVR. And in this week's episode, we're talking with Jackie Ko, the community manager for Star Wars The Old Republic. The game that started it all.
It actually was.
The one game to rule them all.
Well, what started it? Was it Max and Seema's podcast and in Utini Cast and SWTOR that started it, or was it The Last Jedi that started it?
No. It was the Utini Cast and the Escape podcast and SWTOR, and then The Last Jedi was just the first thing we had talked about.
Yeah, that's true.
But can I put in a request that y'all are just my hype men for every aspect of my life?
Of course.
If I had that every day, like every morning, like I would just have the best days.
Oh, all you got to do is call us. Like, shoot us a quick message. We'll send you a video. It's just the way we are every day.
Like, it's Tuesday morning and it's Jackie Ko coming into her cube from the parking lot.
Just like jumping off of like structures and everything, like power driving stuff. I need
an air horn.
So
it's amazing.
Can we just talk about how legit Jackie's shelves are with all those games?
I know.
I see all those Xbox 360 games, and I'm trying to figure out if there's a Mass Effect 2 in there.
There's a Mass Effect helmet right behind her. At least that, yeah.
Oh. Well, I saw that. I'm just saying the game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
obviously. Yes.
So, Jackie, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
What have you been up to this week?
This week?
Yes.
You're expecting me to remember something that happened beyond the last 6 hours?
That's fair. Fair point. I can relate. That's why I write it down in the Google Doc.
But I people who follow me on Twitter when I'm like just Jackie and not a CM know that I do a lot of cooking adventures. I'm making an attempt to grow a garden, but Texas heat is killing everything,
including almost me when I played paintball in Dallas.
Oh man,
not actually. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
it was just very hot.
So I do a lot of food adventures. I like, that's kind of like a love language, I suppose. Making food. Like I'll bring like some bites into the office whenever I'm in there.
Sure.
And like, you're all my guinea pigs. Tell me if this is good or not.
Yeah. That's awesome. So, my dad's like that too. He like cooks for, now that like my parents are empty nesters, he's just like cooking giant batches of stuff still to like give out to people, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But don't get it wrong, Nick gets it all the time.
Oh, definitely. I all of a sudden just get like care packages of like frozen sauce and like all kinds of different stuff.
Well, that's the thing about like friends who come over. The expectation on my part is that you're leaving with some kind of Tupperware.
Mm-hmm.
I bought Tupperware for people to take, and so they can, take whatever leftovers and stuff, because I'm cooking for very few people, so take as much as you want, please. But that's what I'm doing right now on my personal life.
Do you require they give you the Tupperware back?
It's so there's like, I hate it when relationships are transactionary, but this is one thing that is transactionary for us. Like I'll go to their place and then I'll take the Tupperware back with their food that they cook for me. So it's just kind of like a trade-off each time.
I don't think that's necessarily transactional. That's just kind of like the floating Tupperware, you know?
Yeah.
But I always lose the lids. The lids are always gone.
How do you lose the lids? You just keep them on.
No idea.
If you buy different brands, it's a thing.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's a
okay, that's
thing.
fair.
Yes.
Because then they mix and match, and then it's like if you're putting something in the fridge, you're like, I'll just put plastic wrap over it instead of the real lid that I can't find. Yeah, I get it.
So, Nick, what have you been up to?
So this week, as per usual on Monday nights, I'm playing The Witcher 3, which is continuing to be absolutely epic. I am... What part am I on? I don't even remember.
Well, what I'll say is,
doing all kinds of
how I know
questing.
Nick, how I know Nick is in love with the game. He sent me a video.
Oh yeah, today
about like different random characters.
No, it was so I sent him a video. It was like, the thing that you picked in this quest is wrong. And like, it's this crazy quest towards the beginning of the game that I'm not even going to try to explain, but it's like touches on like Hansel and Gretel myth with like witches eating children and like this relationship between this Baron and who's a drunk asshole and his family who's like, you think are the victims, but are not really all 100% the victims. And it's like, this neither choice that you make in the quest is like all good. Like there's no good and bad. They're all gray. They're just like different flavors of good, but also shitty at the same time. So the video explains it. And I just thought that that video explains like a chunk of it, but
right.
that video, I said it to Marcus, I think it was like 8 minutes or something. It was like, hey, if you like half listen to this, you get a sense of like why I really enjoy all the quests in The Witcher 3, because most of them are like that, where like there's no clear cut and dry. You're going to be a good guy or you're going to be a bad guy. Right. It's like you're playing the grays no matter which choice you choose. So like pick your poisons. It's going to be kind of good, mostly not, no matter what you pick. And it's just it makes really interesting storytelling because as a player, you're like, crap, how do I do this? And then even if you save and go back and pick the other option, you're like, I did that in that quest literally, and was like, man, this also sucks. And then I just went back with my first save. But it just makes it really interesting. I cannot get over how giant The Witcher 3 is. Like I'm on the second area still, and I'm like 70 hours in. Like I could easily play 200 hours of this game before I finish the main story.
And
right. Never mind the expansion, which is apparently like another 80 hours.
Well, I think that was why Cyberpunk was a failure, because The Witcher 3 was so perfect.
Yeah.
But if you look at Cyberpunk, they like broke boundaries in that game in the way it looks graphically, and like they pushed it to the limit just like they did for The Witcher. I just think they were rushed on their
production time kind of thing. Yeah. It's hard. It's hard to do that. I cannot possibly imagine the amount of time it took to make this game because of how much content there is. Like everywhere. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's a good thing Geralt doesn't talk a lot, because that voice actor must be tired. But also outside of video game stuff, well, let me talk about paintball stuff first. Paintball's kicking back in shortly. What are you looking at?
I messed up.
I can tell you're reading from the.
I messed up the sound in the. I'm just changing the. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
The show title thingy thing.
Okay.
The podcast.
So.
Go ahead.
So paintball. I'm going on a stretch of 6 weeks straight of paintball again.
Ugh.
I've got a double practice this weekend for local tournament, then double practice again for local tournament, and then the actual local tournament the third weekend. Then after that, double start for a national tournament where I'm going to Chicago. So I've got double practice, and then I'm flying to Chicago for the weekend for NXL Chicago. I think it's Windy City Open. But
I remember those days. It's exhausting.
It is 100%. I'm really enjoying. I have really enjoyed not having to play. Not having to, because I love playing paintball, but it's like, imagine like your weekend, you get up earlier than you do for your job both days, and then I'm gone until 4 or 5 o'clock at night, because you probably practice like 8 or 9 to like 1 roughly, and then I almost always go out to dinner with the guys or lunch with the guys after, so it's just a long day, and to have that every weekend for now 6 weeks. Before I have another stretch where I have a break in like October or end of September.
That's why so many players, once they stop playing, it's hard for them to go back because they get used to sleeping in or having fun with their fam or like doing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's hard to have like I have a crazy schedule because I'm playing in 2 different tournament series, right? Like if I was just playing nationals, I would not
Right.
necessarily be doing the 6 weeks straight. Or even if I did play every weekend, I wouldn't have to be there early, like for
I
structured
agree.
practices,
Yeah.
like drilling, analyzing the field, all that formal stuff. It could be a lot more relaxed. But so that's starting up this weekend, starting on Saturday. And then also starting this weekend, the Premier League is back, which means Liverpool's back, baby. We're playing Crystal Palace at 7:30 in the morning Eastern Standard Time, which I think is like noonish for England folks. But yeah, Premier League starts this weekend.
Go Arsenal.
Don't forget, Arsenal just spent a shitload of money, by the way, this offseason. They buying players. They're like trying to win. Well, I should say they're trying to suck less because they have been sucking a lot. Actually, I have a as blasphemous as it sounds, I have a few Arsenal players on my fantasy Premier League team. But of course, I also have as many Liverpool players as possible. That's it for me. Marcus, what have you been up to? How's it going?
Man, it's been so like I love the Heat, right? I love the Heat. But let me tell you, it's my shop has been 90 degrees with the air conditioning on.
Yeah, that's terrible.
It was 92 in there today. So I'm like dying in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So other than that, like I've been working a crazy amount. I've been having some crazy stress, like to the point of, so I build kitchens for a living, and I was helping a customer order a kitchen, and essentially had nothing to do with me. I just facilitated them getting cabinets because for whatever reason, they couldn't have me build them. I don't know if it was my timeline, the cost, whatever it was. So they ordered a kitchen and it came in the wrong color.
That's terrible.
So they have no sink, and they basically were like, can you spray it the correct color? So not only am I already a full plate, but then add on a whole nother kitchen, and it was tough.
Yeah, that's a ridiculously large volume of work to just add on.
Right. And so it's been a tough, it's been a tough.
Can you focus, please?
I am.
You said the word tough 17 times in a row.
Sorry, buddy. Anyways, stream has been absolutely amazing. I am having so much fun right now. I feel like coming back from vacation has like reinvigorated me. I was so excited to come home and start streaming. It was great. And now like every stream, it seems like it's just better and better. Or maybe I'm just getting more comfortable with the game and finding that like, I don't care what content I do. I always care about playing with people and whatever they want to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, having that like community time.
Exactly. So I'm a community first streamer. Community clan nights have been great, where whether you're in our actual clan, which is AIE, or another clan, and you want to just come play, it's great. It's perfect. Second thing is we've been prepping for this episode today for a little bit now, just because, of all of the inner workings on the behind the scenes, trying to make it work and making sure everybody's got all the information they need to do that. And then, honestly, the last thing is,
it's a little tricky logistically.
Oh my God. Well, when Nick and I do it, it's easy, but like when you
live stream it and have somebody on, it's tricky. Because you have to we have to have the video capture has got to be different than the audio capture, and it's a couple different programs, and you got to mute some, but then have some on. It's like,
yes,
it's a lot of puppeteering.
Right. So needless to say, it's pretty awesome. It's just awesome.
It is.
Last thing is, like we were saying when Jackie was here, we have run a fashionista contest. And we announced the SWTOR winners earlier. So if you play SWTOR and you missed it, make sure you go back
hit that rewind button. Actually, no, that'll be after. If you're listening to just the audio, it'll be after the break. The Star Wars contest.
We wanted to make sure we did it during the Jackie interview so she could experience the fashion winners. Yes. So let me pull it up. Okay. So where is it? Okay. So the winners of the Destiny 2 Fashionista contest, third place goes to our favorite Wabbit, is Master Wabbit.
Congrats, Master Wabbit, on the Working Class Nerds mug.
Yep. Just again, well, this is the first time you're hearing it. We will message you in the next day or so to get all your information. I'm sure we won't message you tonight, but probably tomorrow I will be messaging. Yeah. Second place goes to Private Skies TTV. Congratulations. You're going to get a nice piece of Working Class Nerds merch.
Yes, indeed.
And the first place prize for the Destiny 2 contest goes to Duff Pank. Oh, you don't have it in front of you. Sorry.
I don't have it in front of me. Yeah.
Yeah. Duff Pank 5.
Let's go.
First place. So congratulations to the winners. I will be getting a hold of you so you can get that.
Wait, what does the first place winner get?
The first place winner gets a $25 gift card to either Steam or Amazon and a piece of Working Class Nerds. Working Class Nerds
merch.
Yeah, sorry. Words are hard.
Words are hard when you're looking at 7 different programs at the same time.
So, in AIE news, this week is Summer of Love. On Tuesday night, we kicked off our Summer of Love with Remembrance Day. Remembrance Day is a chance for everybody in the guild, no matter what game you're playing, to get together in one voice chat and remember the people that you've lost in real life, whether it's, your IRL or in game, because this community has been around for 13 or 14 years with AIE. Right. So during that time, we have lost some good friends, and we like to celebrate and remember them on this special day. And honestly, it's my favorite event that the guild does.
It really ties together like the non-video game portion of like the guild is like the actual community part. It's like, these are all people, real life folks,
right, coming
together over a love of video games.
Yeah.
And you bring in it brings in that sentimental portion of it in a really special way.
And we, it's really wholesome, and it's my favorite. And unfortunately, usually if we're in SWTOR, we go to the Jurin Mountains on Alderaan and just hang out there. Nobody has weapons on their characters, and it's just great. But this year, because as I alluded to earlier about spraying a kitchen, I worked in my shop until 12:30 in the morning. And so I was involved with Remembrance Day via voice, but I did not get to enjoy being in game with all of my guildies.
Yeah.
But check the AIE calendar at aie-guild.org to get the calendar and find out what's going on, because there's stuff going on in every game all week long.
It's awesome. All kinds of things.
Yes, it is pretty amazing. Private, you can get a t-shirt, a hat, or the merch is either a t-shirt or a hat, or you can get the mug. But either way, we'll talk more about that later. And so Star Wars, in honor of Jackie, Mandatory Fun Night is a night every week in every game. They do 1 or 2 a week. So Tuesdays are for Star Wars The Old Republic. They start at 9 p.m. Eastern. They switch back and forth from the Imperial side, which is the correct side, to the non-correct side, which is the pub side. Yuck.
Yep.
And they start at 9 p.m. They go to 11. Oh, Tom Pablo. 200 bits. Thank you so much, Tom.
Wait, do you have
Pablo?
Wait, do you have text to talk on?
I don't think on this scene I do.
Okay, good. Because that would have been bad if that happened during Jackie's.
Well, I turned off all alerts. Thank you so much.
Okay, got it.
Oh, wait a minute. He cheered 1,000 bits during the show 44 minutes ago. I'm
Oh
just
my
looking at it.
God.
Thank you so much, Don Pablo. And yeah.
Don Pablo, let's go.
So don't hesitate to join. Destiny 2 also has their clan night or our clan night on Tuesday night, same time. So,
yep. Sweet. And if all this sounds fun to you, go to aie-guild.org. Get our Discord information, the button for which you can find in the top right-hand corner of the website. Whether or not you... Wait, hold on. Click the Discord button, get in the Discord, and ask for a guild invite. And whether or not you play Star Wars: The Old Republic or Destiny 2 or My Little Pony Online or StarCraft or Pokemon or any game, any of the games that we play, we would love to have you.
all right. So Nick, do you have to pee?
Yes, I do. And we'll be right back.
Jeez, Nick, hurry up. We're trying to finish this podcast.
And we're back. So today we're talking with Jackie, the community manager for Star Wars: The Old Republic. So first things first, Jackie, how did you come to get involved with community management for Star Wars: The Old Republic? Like, what is your background? How did you gravitate towards that community management role?
Oh, it's a journey, but I will say that I was always a fan of BioWare back in the day. I think my first game with BioWare was Jade Empire.
Okay, nice.
For obvious reasons, that really catered to me, and I loved it, and I loved the storytelling, and so I was just like, okay, this is a company and a team that I really want to back. And but before that, I've been in community management for much longer than that, and so. But I always didn't have the title or the hat of community management or community manager, sorry. And so that kind of started in little baby steps. It was, if I'm involved with a community and I wanted to get to know people, I wanted to build those relationships. I wanted to know more about the person, like my personal philosophy. And I should preface this. Everything that I say is for me.
Yeah.
I don't speak on behalf of other CMs or anything like that. It's just sometimes I have to throw that out there because people think I'm speaking for them. Speaking for me, my personal philosophy is that there's a difference between audience and community, or fan and community. With fan and audience, they're kind of just there to enjoy the product. They're there to just enjoy whatever it is that they're getting into. Whereas community, they stay for the people. And whether that is the people who make the product or the people who also enjoy the same things that they do. And so I kind of like that piece of it. And so I kind of started diving into, there wasn't even like community management classes, or it wasn't a skill set that I'm much older than I look. But when I was in school, this didn't exist. Like social media was kind of sort of taken off, and the internet existed, sure, but in terms of building communities, it wasn't really heard of in this sense.
Right.
And so we're like, what does this even mean? And I started becoming a moderator on forums, a moderator in a variety of different chats, and then like little personal labor of love projects where my friends were doing something and they're like, can you help us answer these questions? Or can you help us like just herd people? And so like over time that kind of like has built up. And quite honestly, like I wasn't even sure if this was something that I wanted to do, but I remember thinking, do I want to go into games? This skill set can be used in a variety of different industries. And so thinking about games, one of my mentors, he was like, network, talk to people of like-mindedness. And one thing I will say about the games industry is if you're interested in a craft or some kind of skill, most of the times, if you go to whoever you look up to, they will open the door and they will answer any questions that you may have. And so I kind of, started networking and getting to know the people in the industry, like all the ups and downs. There are a lot of ups and there are a lot of downs.
I can imagine
with a role like this. And so it just, I love it. And I know some people can really only focus on the bad because it's quite prominent at times. But it's very rewarding to me. And so long as it continues to be rewarding to me, I will continue to do it. I will say though, I don't think it's healthy for someone to be a CM for 10 years.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
so when you kind of have to move on and do something else, because it does take a toll.
Yeah.
But with that, I mean, I'm having a conversation with the both of you, right? So
Right.
that's something that's rewarding to me. That kind of makes up for like mean comments, people who want to attack me on a personal level or something like that. Like, I'm just like, you know what? This is cool. This is why I do it. I actually see in chat. I'm not sure if they're still here, but Emrys Gaming, I had a lovely moment with this particular creator for 7-1, and it was just such a wholesome moment that I'm like, oh my gosh, the stress of the last 2 weeks just melted away. I'm like, oh, that's the kind of stuff that I really enjoy, and that those kind of moments are what bring me a lot of sense of accomplishment.
Yeah.
In a role like this. So it's been a long journey. Like, I've been doing this for 8 years, something like that. Yeah.
Wow.
So how did you end up with the SWTOR team, and where were you prior to?
Do you remember how I said I was not working? So we actually, I knew a couple of people already on SWTOR. It's just a fact of the business. Like, you just run into people. So I already knew some people from the team. Funny enough, I actually ran into Musco twice prior.
Really?
Or something like, like over the years, it's just like our paths just happened to cross because we had like circle of friends that were very similar, things like that. So that's kind of how like that initial connection happened. And prior to that, I was with Rooster Teeth. Yeah. So that's kind of like the background.
See, I knew there was somewhere prior to.
There's got to be
there always has to. Yeah, there always has to be somewhere else. And just for the record, Red versus Blue is amazing.
It's good. It's good.
That's Marcus's favorite Rooster Teeth content, I think, from back in the day.
So, can you explain what community management is?
If somebody's like never heard of that before, potentially.
Well, I can in like 2 episodes, maybe. But I will say that there are different types of CMs that exist. Okay. Not every CM is going to be like me. I'm a little bit more public facing, and I'm a little bit more accessible. Some CMs are purely data driven. They do a lot of reporting. They do a lot of numbers. And if I see too many charts, spreadsheets, I will shut down. Like, like that's too much. Like, I like the squishy feeling kind of stuff. But it's, in a nutshell, being a CM is bridging audience, fan, viewer, community to company, and whatever that means. And that's external. I also place a huge, I place a huge priority on internal community as well. And that's my team. That's specifically my team, like SWTOR team as a whole. And then by extension, BioWare. And so that is also, again, speaking for me, a type of community management, because they have to talk to each other too.
Right.
And especially in a world where we work from home, that can have its own hurdles and obstacles and difficulties. And so, and even then, even if it's not like pure business talk, I'll send a message to people. I'll be like, how you doing? That's literally it. It's just checking in and knowing that someone on your team is just like thinking about you like that. I place a lot of value on that. And so that you all see what I kind of do publicly. There's certainly much more that I do behind the scenes, but that I also put in the same amount into my team as a whole as well.
Well, it has to be, and I imagine it's got to be hard too, because you're front facing to us, the player, but you're also facing the team and kind of, like you're saying, bridging that gap between. But somebody may ask a question and you say, well, can we talk about that or can we not talk about that? And you're that person that kind of eases that to the game players.
And
players.
Yeah, and I learn something every day. That's kind of how it goes.
Yeah.
When I was first brought on board, I sat back a lot to observe and learn, because you can't just come into a new team, especially when that team has a lot of deep, rich history.
Yeah.
And, so you have to learn why things worked the way that they did. What were the outcomes of said scenarios? How can things be better? Or what things are really, really good and you want to keep that. So there was a lot of balancing that. And even being here for, I want to say, I'm coming up on 2 years.
Mhm.
Even being here for almost 2 years, I'm still learning a lot. And that is a forever, how do I want to say that? Like, that'll never end.
Yeah.
Like,
You're always
I learn.
always learning and adapting to
Mhm.
what you got going on.
Yeah, whether it's from my teammates or from players, they didn't like how I said something. They loved how I said something. They resonated with this. They, were like, "Ugh," about that, So there's a lot of learning about that type of relationship too. And then on top of that, you have to determine who's actually being genuine and who's being a bad actor.
Right.
There's a lot of balancing. It's why I'm in constant need of naps.
Yeah. I bet.
I'm just tired all the time.
That's a lot of thinking and analyzing on like multiple fronts all the time.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever played Hive? It's like
No.
a quick 10-minute tabletop. You have like these tiles and they all have like different types of bugs on them, and one is a queen. There's 2 players, so you each have a queen, and the goal is to surround the other person's queen with all of your bugs.
Well, that sounds cool.
Yeah,
it's a quick tabletop, like 10
it's like 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes per round, because you only have like 4 tiles of this type of bug, 3 tiles, 2 tiles, that kind of thing. And one of my friends was teaching me how to play that, and we played for like a good 2 hours, and I beat her every single time. And she's like, "How are you kicking my ass?" And I was like, "Listen, what I do for a living, I have to think of things 3 steps ahead constantly. Constantly. So, and I always think of like worst case scenarios, best case scenarios, and all that. Right. So I'm like, I think I attribute my success in that game to what I do for a living.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I know the feeling very similarly. I have a close friend of mine that's been on the show a few times, Joey Feta, aka Mr. Frozen Chenna, who he and I, that's his screen name.
Amazing.
But he and I play Star Wars Legion a lot, the tabletop game, and I think for the first probably 20 games that we played, that's a lot longer form than Hive is. I think our games could be like 2 hours sometimes, but I think he has won like 1 game against me.
It's pretty good.
And it's at his house. Yeah.
Wow.
It's maybe
in
2.
My
but it's
house?
Like, yeah, I know. I feel bad. It's like it's his pieces. He paints them, which like he enjoys the art part of it too, like painting the pieces and creating that, and getting terrain set up. But yeah, I think I've probably like 20 plus wins, and Joey I think has 2, which I don't know how that works because he owns the game. So, but anywho, I get what you're saying.
Well, it's almost like chess, right? I love to play chess, but I'm terrible at it.
Yeah,
because I'm a very reactionary player.
Yeah,
it's just how I am. Even
you took my piece. I got to take that one right away. Let's go.
Right, exactly.
0 thought.
You're very vengeful.
Yeah.
I'll give it even. I'll put it into SWTOR. So when I'm raiding in SWTOR, like until I learn the dance of the fight, I'm always like
just Leroy Jenkins.
Like well, that's obvious because I'm a tank. But like, how do I say it? So if I know that Kefis is doing a big hit and it's gonna hurt, like when I'm learning the fight, I know it's coming, but I won't use my cooldown until he hits me, and it's already too late. I'm dead. And then I'll have Doritos yelling at me like, you need to hit it beforehand. And it's so I understand what you're saying, but I am very reactionary. I don't know why. And I'm a terrible teacher, so I can't teach anything.
I know. So my next question was, we kind of talked about it a little bit already, but what is your day-to-day workflow like when you're not, being a podcast guest or making posts on forums or things like that?
Oh
Like,
my
is it a
gosh.
lot of is it very, like, obviously it's not a lot of Excel spreadsheets, but is it a lot of meetings with folks? Is it a lot of, like, writing
There is a
essays?
level of spreadsheets. There is a lot of messaging and communication in terms of like internal discussions.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of meetings. There's a lot of meetings. And a lot of that is due to like um, processing feedback,
Mm-hmm.
processing reports, processing questions, um, whether that is determined by does this need to happen now versus what does the future look like 2 weeks from now, 1 month from now, 6 months from now, that kind of thing. So making sure that a lot of communication plans are in place for that kind of stuff. So that's one piece of it. The other piece, of course, you see me on the forums. I also I'm trying to be more active with all of you, especially like on other social media platforms like Twitter. I have more reach there, and I get to be me more there too.
Yeah.
Also, just community initiatives. Like I will go on a podcast and I'll look at chat, and then I'll drop a code for a mini pet that just launched with 7.1.
Whoa!
Oh,
I get to do that kind of stuff. So
Let's go.
yeah. So that's part of my job, and I do a lot of trying to build relationships. I know we've kind of like already discussed this, but there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that people don't see.
Mhm.
Someone will make a really good constructive post on the forums.
Yeah.
that
And
happens.
it does. There might be a little sass attached to it, but it does happen. And I will actually, reach out to that person and be like, I appreciate this. Thank you. And, so there's like little moments like that I make it a point to take the time to do.
Yeah.
And of course, those are kind of like behind the scenes things. And so not everyone sees that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So,
but yeah.
anybody out there, if you made a post criticizing SWTOR on the forums,
No.
if you didn't get a reply from Jackie, that means you were too sassy. You got to dial back the sass.
Less sass.
Less sass, more constructive
Constructive.
criticism. Okay.
There is a lot to read through. There
I'm
is
sure.
certainly a lot to read through, but
I'm only kidding.
there's a lot of valuable information
Yeah.
that can be found. It's just sometimes I have to like, it's like onions.
Yeah.
Just like lots of layers.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, here's the feedback.
Right.
Okay, I got this. And then I'll put it in a document, and then I'll be like, read all of this. What can we do about it? So that kind of stuff.
When I'm going to rewind like 3 minutes.
Oh no.
And all I heard what you said was how you're going over reports. And I just want to see the report where it shows which class is the most played and why it's the Marauder.
So that's actually funny because those are not the reports that I'm talking about.
No.
My hopes and dreams were crushed. Like,
it's what I do. It's what I do.
Yeah.
I came on this podcast just to drag you.
So
of course, you got to keep Marcus's Marauder ego in check.
Mm-hmm.
Sad. Anyways, I don't have anything else. So I guess what is your workflow for you like after the release of an expansion versus game updates and patches?
Yeah, what is that day to day like? I'd imagine it's a little bit different vibes.
It's actually
the two
very
things.
similar.
Oh, okay.
But it's volume that changes. Yeah. And I this past expansion was my first with this team. Right. And I've had a couple of patches and game updates with this team as well. So there's, again, learning a ton of stuff. But the process is very similar in that, you go through a round or rounds of PTS, which is our public test server, where players can see the new content that's coming, offer feedback, and things like that. And I also process a lot of sentiment reports, like what are people saying? Where are they saying it? not really in terms of how they're saying it, but there's a lot of filtering and parsing through a lot of that. And so, how do they feel? Why do they feel this way?
Mhm.
Going through feedback, bug reports, triaging those. And I'm part of many conversations. One thing I really like about this team, sorry, tangent. One thing I really like about this team is that I have a voice at the table, and they encourage that voice at the table at all times. And so, when it comes to speaking for the players and also vice versa, speaking for the team to the players, I'm very fortunate that I have that ability and power to do so. So they're actually really, really similar. And it's just with an expansion, you have a lot of stuff coming out at the same time. And so therefore you have a lot more that you have to process internally.
That makes sense.
But yeah, 7.1 just went out. I was typing some messages in our like group or in our Slack, and I was just like, I am revitalized, and it was so good because it was just so nice. And I spent the day hopping into, this is another thing that I do as part of my job. I will ingest all of your content. I'll hop into some streams, and it was just nice having that moment with players. There's just like a lot of cool stuff that came out. So I'm like, oh please, I want you to experience this along with me. A lot of those types of moments. And
Speaking of experiencing things, I'm going to jump out of order slightly. Just one. What is your favorite thing to do in Star Wars: Old Republic, like as a player?
Okay, so I'm answering as a CM or I should say I'm answering as someone who has a CM brain.
Okay.
So keep that in mind. I'm very different. I'm at least what I believe to be for like the typical
this is gonna be good
response.
Okay.
But for those who don't know, I was born and raised in Vegas.
Very cool.
And so I moved for a reason, but that's a different conversation. And so
Fair enough.
Raised in Vegas, but what do you think of when you think of Vegas? You think of the Strip.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
I love people watching.
Okay.
I just love watching what other players do. I'm like, what are they doing? What conversations are they having? Like, what kind of day? Like, and I'll just like stand there sometimes. And I'll just like see, what their experience is like in terms of what they're doing. Like, I'm not going to follow them, but I really do love people watching. So I'll be like creeping on the fleet sometimes.
I was going to say,
there's a dance party going on over there, like just things like that. So I very much enjoy. I love seeing the outfits. I love seeing the behaviors and people just like running around and it's just, I don't know. That's I feel like that was something that was very Vegas of me.
To enjoy the crazy crowd watching. I get you.
Yeah. So speaking of that, in honor of Jackie being here, exclamation point raffle, we're giving away an Opal Votilla mount.
Yeah.
And if the chat is really nice and we really appreciate Jackie, I'll give away 2.
Oh.
Wow.
Maybe even a 30-day sub code, but you guys better be good. And and then also while we're talking about people watching, so Working Class Nerds in the Nerds community did a costume contest, and I'd like to announce the winners right here on the show with Jack.
Really?
Yeah.
I saw some comments in chat and I was like, what contest are they talking about?
The fashion contest.
Wait, Nick, come on, say it right. It was our first ever fashionista contest.
Yes, sorry.
Nice.
So we have a community member named Quinn. He loves fashion in the games. Loves it. So we made a channel in our Discord for all of us fashionistas, and we came up with an awesome contest. And so I'm going to announce the winners. I don't know if I can show the outfit. Should I?
I don't know. Well, you kind of have to open up the Discord chat and all that.
watch everything just break down.
If everything's shut down, Marcus, click the wrong button.
No, it shouldn't.
have to redo
Anyways,
this.
well, I'm not gonna. I
Entire
won't show
episode.
the outfits because I'll mess that up. But
Yeah.
we're gonna announce the winners.
Okay.
So,
Are you reading or am I reading?
well,
Because I don't know where you wrote it. Okay.
No,
You should.
I'm definitely gonna read it.
Okay.
So everybody knows first place is a $25 gift card to either Steam or Amazon, plus a piece of Working Class Nerds merch. You have the hat, you have the shirt, Nick's shirt.
I'm wearing my own shirt. Yeah.
Yep, a piece of Working Class Nerds merch. We have a
Classy.
Working Class Nerds mug, but I don't know where it is.
Well, the dishwasher, probably.
Probably. Second place is a piece of Working Class Nerds merch, and a third place is the Working Class Nerds mug. So
Yes.
in third place,
For which contest? Star Wars Republic?
yeah, that's the only one we're talking about.
Roger
so
that.
for the SWTOR contest, third place goes to Nyneer. Congratulations. Woo woo.
Yay!
You want to describe the
Congrats.
the outfit?
I can't describe anything when it comes to that.
I can pull it up.
Yeah, I'm terrible with that.
I got to click other buttons though. I'm like the worst Jamie ever, like from the Joe Rogan podcast.
But anyways,
Pull that up.
yeah, but it's fine. So we'll move on. So
Anyways.
second place
Yep.
will go to 2 tokens. Congratulations.
Woo woo.
Woo, woo. I will
Congrats,
be messaging
congrats.
you guys probably tomorrow because by the time we finish the podcast, it'll be really late. And the first place, and you know, I want to read you the comment about it.
There's a comment.
Oh yeah, there was definitely a comment.
Okay.
Which one? Oh, from the judges, you mean?
Yeah, so from one of the judges. So
Yeah.
first place with a 10 out of 10, and it says this outfit has all of my favorite dark Star Wars components coming together. The background fits so well, and it adds to the vibe of the outfit. There's an epic looking lightsaber, all the dark armor, the hood, the mask, and not one piece looks out of place. The winner is
Drum roll, please.
Veneros.
Woo, woo.
Congratulations, dude.
Yay!
Congrats, Ven.
Yep.
Well deserved.
We will announce the other winners in a later segment of the show.
Yes.
So, Jackie, this is a super important question,
It's the most important.
and there is one wrong answer. I'm going to tell you there is
there-
one wrong answer.
There's
Okay.
basically unlimited right answers, but only one wrong one.
And if
Okay.
you're
Such
yes,
as life. Okay.
yes,
Okay.
there is one wrong answer. What is your favorite ice cream flavor?
Boba.
Boba? They make a boba flavored ice cream?
They make a boba
I
flavored
gotta-
ice cream.
That sounds good.
I don't even
Oh
know
my
what boba is.
Like boba tea.
It's like
Oh,
a
like-
tapioca pearl, but
Yeah.
it's like made out of it's like a gelatinous brown sugar ball, I guess is the best way to.
That sounds
the
pretty
traditional
accurate.
ones are made out of brown sugar.
Yeah, they're good.
Wow.
I don't. Not a lot of places around here, but at UConn there's a boba tea place. I think there's 2 of them. Back in
So
the
be
day.
honest, am I the only one who's ever
Yes.
said boba?
Absolutely.
Hell yeah, I'm
That's
unique.
It's a great answer.
Um,
No, I like the unique answers. The wrong answer is pistachio. Yeah,
Oh,
you
but I
can
like
like
pistachio.
You can like pistachio ice cream. That's fine. That makes sense. I can understand that. But to have that be your number one favorite flavor of all time is crazy.
Why are we pistachio shaming though?
that is disgusting. Okay. If
What?
pistachio is meant to be a nut. Like a nut, great. Ice
Love
cream, no.
pistachios.
Yeah, I love pistachios too, but not in ice cream form. No.
But it's a flavor.
Did you eat peanut ice cream?
I
Yeah.
could.
I actually.
I
that
mean,
is
there's like
one of my
Reese's
favorites.
Pieces, whatever. There's peanut butter, whatever. Like
You know, it's a good point. There's a difference between peanut ice cream and peanut butter ice cream because one of my favorites is peanut butter and jelly, but I feel like actual peanut would be a little weird.
people put peanuts as a topping on ice cream. What? I don't know.
Yeah, but that's not the base. I don't know. If it's just
No.
the pistachio ice cream solo, that's
You
just
know
odd.
what? Just to troll you, I'm gonna make pistachio ice cream next.
Well,
Damn it.
yeah.
I'm gonna tweet it at you.
And you know who said this? You know
What?
it. You know whose favorite ice cream that is? Stay Alive.
Oh, really?
Like,
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
Stay.
Oh
Stay's
my-
awesome.
Yep. Stay is awesome.
I just gotta go.
I mean, I say that, but I'm allergic to pistachio. But whatever.
Oh, there it
Wait
is.
a minute here. You're
Huh.
defending pistachio ice cream, and you can't eat it.
Listen,
Well, I'm allergic to
there's
chocolate,
no
but
pistachio
it's still
shaming
good.
in this house. Come on.
That's
What? You love pistachio. You love pistachio.
uh,
Pistachio macarons or whatever.
yeah. Jackie's house is a lot more ice cream inclusive than ours, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm a community manager.
Right. Every flavor on the menu has a place in Jackie's house. All right, moving on.
Did y'all
Sorry.
do the giveaway, the raffle? Did you do the thing?
Oh, do you want me to now?
Oh, I don't know.
I was going to wait until the end.
Oh, okay.
Do you want me to do it now?
No. This
Are you
is
doing-
your show. I'm a guest in your household.
I'm not watching chat at all. I'm not going to turn on the chat until the official interview is over because I will I'll
Get
be gone.
distracted.
Yeah, I'll be gone. Streamer mind.
That's a good point.
So what is it? Make sure you do exclamation point raffle in order to get a ticket.
Yes.
So
Exclamation point raffle.
Opal.
Yes.
Wait, is it exclamation point opal or exclamation point raffle?
Raffle.
Exclamation point raffle.
Are they typing in waffle? Are they doing it? Because that's what our community does.
It's a meme.
Waffle. Yeah, it's a meme.
I'm gonna have waffles for dinner now.
And that's why there's a waffle emoji now. Or emote.
Claude says waffle.
So they troll me so hard and they send me pictures during stream of waffles. And yeah, moving on.
Okay, so question for you. Turning this back on you.
Whoa. Okay. I'm ready.
Waffles or pancakes?
Waffles.
I most of the time waffles. Yeah. I like both, but if I'm gonna have a cakey breakfast food, I'm typically gonna pick waffles. Like if we're at the buffet or something and they're both there, I'm gonna go for the waffle.
Pancakes or French toast?
French toast.
Also French toast.
I just had to see. Okay, I'm done.
All right. So
Can I throw you a real curveball? Marcus, go ahead. You first.
So the reason why for me is because when I was younger, like 17, I was living on my own and I was so broke. And for like 2 weeks straight, all I could afford were I bought 5 boxes of like, what's that company? Bisquick?
Yeah.
Or like Bisquick pancakes. And I ate pancakes, breakfast, lunch, and dinner for like 2 weeks because I was so poor. And that's all I had in my house. So like, I'll eat a pancake, but that will always be the last syrup product ever I eat.
Yeah.
There's other choices.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I was going to have a slightly cheerier story.
Oh, tell me. You talk about crepes?
No, crepes are great too. Don't sleep on crepes. You can do savory or sweet crepes. But I was going to say, you ever put peanut butter and with your syrup on your cakey breakfast food, waffle or peanut or pancake?
Do you guys hear this?
I know. And after all the nut blasphemy earlier.
No, Nick.
See, I do that. Waffles or pancakes, I put peanut butter and syrup. Really
Jackie,
sugar it up.
Waffles or pancakes?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Waffles. Although I eat them, I guess, in a very odd way to some people.
Okay.
Well,
how do you eat them?
I don't have like a crap ton of toppings on them. I don't have like fruit and powdered sugar. I just, you get the waffle.
Yeah.
You break it up into 4 pieces and then I'll dip it in syrup and eat it like a chip.
Oh, that's normal. That's not that crazy.
Is it normal?
Yes.
I get really crazy stares sometimes.
I mean, like people do that with French toast all the time. That's what French toast sticks are.
So my kids
it's dippable French toast.
Oh yeah, sticks. Yes.
I cut strips of the French toast for my kids, and they eat the pies, the triangle shaped waffles and dip.
Perfect.
I don't.
All right.
I like watching all the little cracks, all like the little holes fill up with syrup.
Like
so
an ice cube tray.
Delicious.
But syrup and
yes.
And, okay.
All right, moving on.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
See what they've done to us? This has become a waffles stream.
I know.
And I didn't even do it.
There is no Star Wars The Old Republic. It's just all waffles.
All waffles.
So, okay, back to Star Wars The Old Republic. So in 7.1, the new Manon Daily area was released, obviously. What can you tell us about the cool things that we can do that we can be doing there?
Outside of what I already talked about on the stream.
That's true. That's okay, fair.
I'm just kidding. I'm just sassing you. Don't worry. I'm gonna get very sassy. The more comfortable I am with you, the more sassy I get.
This is a very sass-friendly environment. We're all about the sass and all about the sidebars. So please continue.
Yeah. So obviously, new area that you can experience again. Go sightsee. It's beautiful. Like if you actually take the time to look around and see the environment, like our environment, like all of our artists did absolutely phenomenal work with putting this place together. So it's I live for it. It's beautiful. But I will also say like the rewards that you can get like from the reputation vendor, that turtle is going to be mine. I'm not there yet, but that cerulean mini pet turtle is going to be mine. I think it's 250,000 credits. So that's like there's new weapons that are gorgeous and super pretty. And there's new armor sets.
Yes.
So there's a lot of stuff that you can obtain, and I think you have a healthy amount of dailies and heroics to do.
Yeah.
So, but again, my personal favorite is actually look at the environment that you are in because it is so beautiful. It's one of the reasons why I really love the best view in SWTOR contest that we did last year. Oh my god,
that was a year ago?
That was last year.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Yeah. So, but that was one I love seeing everyone's screenshots. Like it was just like, God, this game is so pretty.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot that you can do there. It just depends on what kind of player you are. But me, I like to stop and look at the flowers. That's the kind of person that I am.
Yeah, I like to observe the environment, whether it be the people in it or the flowers or artwork. That's awesome.
I love the nightlife. I love going to Nashada because it's just like, I don't know. That is probably my favorite part. My favorite place in all of the game. I love Nashada. There's no R in it.
What are you trying? Are you trying to say it like a Boston accent
or
it's
something?
Just
Nashada. That's what I've always called it. I can't use the R.
You're gonna pakika Nashada.
Yeah.
Like, what are you going for there?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh my god!
I've always done. Always.
So when I was building out the presentation for the 7-1 live stream, I kept on missing that second A in Nashada, and Musco kept catching me on it. He's like, "You forgot the A." I'm like, "Damn, double A!" It's like every single time. It just evaded me constantly. I was so upset. Because I see it in my brain, but it just doesn't, TDA. Yeah. So
I got it.
That was funny, I think.
I'm just going back to when you were talking about people watching. You are correct, because you'll be on the fleet and all of a sudden there's a half naked dude, a type 4 body type dude running around in just like a Speedo. And I'm like, why? And I actually blame Musco for that. I'm like, Musco, why would you put that in the game? I say that all the time and I just don't get it. But people watching is great.
I love it.
Max and Seema call it the big fat streaker.
Oh my god.
The other thing is, this is just a sidebar question. When you watch Twitch streams, like other streamers, I'm going to give an example. Like probably the most popular, in my opinion, raider right now that I'm seeing is Cattails. Do you know who that is? Mm-hmm. Okay, great.
Yep.
So watching her stream, do you watch the chat more or do you watch the content more, or a little bit of both?
I have to do both because that's how my brain works. Mm-hmm. But if I were to choose between the two, I would probably lean more towards chat. Because of the type of role that I have, more often than not, people will offer their feedback. And, again, peeling off the layers sometimes, and I'm like, oh, this is actually like a really good constructive piece of feedback. And then I'll kind of like throw that in a document somewhere or something like that. And so I'll probably lean more towards chat. However, if the vibes are good, the feedback is really good, and then I feel that giving the team the VOD of that particular stream, like, because they'll see things that I don't have those eyes. I don't have that perspective because I don't do the building. But I'm like, I think, if the way that the camera is placed shows off a lot of what the player experience is, not just for the person who is streaming, but also to their group. Mm-hmm. That is very vital information. And that's a lot of what I did with PTS for 7-1. Like I said it in the 7-1 stream that, shout out to all of the streamers, YouTubers who sent me VODs, because that was vital. That was so good. I was just ecstatic when we got all of that type, because feedback in its written form is one type of feedback, but feedback in how people or how players go through the op, how they talk to each other is also another type of feedback that we pay attention to. It's like, did that actually make sense to them? Is there a reason why they cannot communicate? I'm not talking about like in Discord or something like that. I'm talking about like, did that mechanic make sense to them?
Right.
Was someone able to pick that up and then relay that to the rest of the group? Are they able to like build up some kind of strategy, things like that? And so like I loved, and oh my gosh, Sense Sterling was one that I adored watching, because that was a very fascinating perspective, seeing him going from, I don't have a raid group, but let's just go for it. And then going from that moment to actually seeing them down IPCPT, like months later, I was like, oh my gosh, this is such a beautiful moment. And I was like in my living room cheering and screaming like, they did it! So that kind of stuff, like, really. What was the question? I forgot what we were talking about. But anyways,
Marcus had a sidebar question.
Yeah, it was just a sidebar.
I don't even remember what the question was.
Oh, if you're watching a streamer, like, are you focusing on the chat or the content?
Yes.
Answers.
So, like, if you're watching Cattails play, are you watching her content or are you watching the chat? That's what I was saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So leaning more towards chat, but also if I feel like what the stream is actually showing would give some really good information to the team, I'll send them the VOD. I'll be like, hey, you might want to check this out. Timestamp here, timestamp here, timestamp here. Have fun with that. Whatever you can take from that, go for it.
Good luck.
Yeah. Good luck, have fun.
What are you most looking forward to in the future of SWTOR?
So let me be very careful with how I say this, because I don't want someone to take me out of context.
Okay.
But I am looking forward to how things will be moving with the names that were announced with Charles's departure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very sad about that, by the way. I have cried 3 times, but I am really looking forward to seeing the team move forward, and the way that we talk to each other, the way that we tackle obstacles and hurdles. And so I know that's more behind the scenes and that's not very player facing, but that translates into something that is player facing.
Yeah.
I'm going to use an analogy in like, we love Charles in every way, but it's like when you have a star shortstop playing baseball and he signs a 7-year contract, right? And then his contract is over and they're like, hey, we're going to give the another group of people a chance, and they want it so bad. And now we have this new creative team. And I feel like it's bringing that energy back to the, more energy, you know what I mean? Cause they have their shot. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Different flavor.
Yeah. A different
energy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what I really wanted to drive home with the 7-1 live stream as an example. Is, we had the stream and I got mostly positive feedback for anyone who was giving me notes and everything like that. For a first stream with this setup, with this cast, and with this type of presentation, I thought it went very well. And the next one can only be better.
Well, can we just say how clean it was? How you guys were guys were in the middle of the screen, and then you hit one button. It was like, and you guys went over to the corner, and like you guys had your PowerPoint or whatever. I thought it was awesome. I think I actually messaged you and was like, that shit was amazing.
Yeah, I was watching Max and Seema's recap of it, and they were like, how did they make that so clean? And I was like, it was all Dan, and on top of that, I'm like, people need to remember too, that that was the first time we've been in the office together in that way in 2.5 years, something like that. I was brought on board 2 years ago. So I didn't even get to meet everybody.
Wow.
I didn't get to see Keith for the first time until 7.0 launch.
Wow.
Yeah. And like he came in And, we were at that point, we were all masked up and everything. And he just came in with like some gum and hand sanitizer. I'm like, it's you. And then I just like ran over and I'm like, oh my gosh, I met you for the first time ever. And so it's it was revitalizing for me too, to have a stream like that. And yes, I think there are places for improvement. Sure. But I thought it was really good and I was really happy with how it came out. And I'm like, okay, now I can do this and I can do this. Now that I know that I have the capability of doing this, I just went back to seeing like, who else wants to go? Because that's something that I want players to know too, is like, I want different representation from the teams as well, whether they're in front of the camera or whether either me and the other co-host or whoever the co-host may happen to be for that stream are speaking on behalf, like some kind of representation. Because one piece of feedback that I got from the stream was like just the variety and the way that it was presented was very different and it was good. And so I was like, okay, more of this, then I will see what I can do.
Well, everybody had their own point and their own speciality, right? Everybody had their talking point, I guess I should say, that they're professionals at. So it was good to hear a different set of people with their different passions, because everybody's passionate about something else. Nick can talk about research and he gets really passionate. You want to talk about cabinet making? I'll get passionate. You know what I mean? With a little sass.
Yeah, well,
a little, he says.
Yeah,
I've heard your episodes. A little sass.
Well,
please.
Marcus gets animated.
Yeah, so I am. Yeah,
the hat goes backwards and it's all over.
See that?
Exclamation point waffle.
Oh my god!
No. Every single time I see that you're about to sass me, I'm just gonna be like, exclamation point waffle. Just take you down a notch.
I'm done. I'm gonna get an email.
It's like, I'm never inviting you back here again.
Yeah, I'm gonna get an email that in like a week is just gonna say that, and I'm just gonna put my head down and curl up like a turtle. But
I'm gonna clip that audio and just say, have that like on my whatchamacallit stream thingy.
Right, so I
stream waffle.
Stream the thing you click the button and it just like plays a noise. You know what I mean?
I get it.
Stream deck.
Stream deck. Thank you.
I was going to ask you something else, but this question kind of came up in our last rant. How hard is it to be a community manager for a game where you're not together in the office and you're like only via video chat because of the pandemic? Like that must have been a super challenge to like get to know everybody, but you're not face to face with them.
Yeah. In general, that would be difficult. Yes. Especially if people are not comfortable being in front of a camera, even if it is in a Zoom call, they just don't like being in front of a camera. And so like there are some people I'm like, I actually don't know what they look like, but that's okay. I can have open conversations with them, written text form or in a Google Doc or in a Zoom call, whatever. And CMs and other CMs that I've run across and met, they're very empathetic. Like, and so there are different personalities. This is me speaking as myself now. There are a lot of different personalities on the team. And so you kind of adjust to their comfort level in terms of how they communicate, learning the tells in a way. It's kind of like they're my boss fights in a way. I'm like, you're a mechanic, that kind of thing. So just kind of learning little things about them over time and understanding how they communicate, their tone, their more preferred ways of communication. So there's a lot of empathetic. How do I want to say this? There's a lot of empathy that's involved with wanting to not cater, but kind of like build up and uplift the internal community. And so, yes, it would be difficult, but quite honestly, this team made it very not difficult. There was never a time where someone brushed me off There was never a time that someone made me not feel welcome.
Yeah.
If I had a question, I was just like, hey, I'm sorry to bother you. And they're like, no, what's up? What you need? That kind of thing. There was no ego. One thing that I really, really enjoy about this team is that we all have titles, right? But they don't really mean there's no like, you can only talk to me if you talk to this person first, 'cause I've come across that in previous jobs, and like this not here, of course. In like when I was starting my career, there is one executive who didn't even bother learning my name, even though my nameplate was like right there on my desk. Like never addressed me by name, that kind of thing. Story for another time. But things like that. So yes, the state of the world made some of these obstacles very prominent, but the respect and the love that this team has for each other, it was like a speed bump for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's amazing. It just goes to show like how much having an awesome team and like an awesome community of folks internally like that can just make that much better of a work environment and results in better products and stuff and productivity,
Yes, Nick, before you ask, explanation point raffle, we're giving away an Opal Vuptilla.
Actually, it's exclamation point waffle.
No, it's not. No. Oh my God. Have they posted, have they dropped the waffle emotes?
Oh yeah, it's been going on for like 10 minutes.
All right.
Let's go.
No. Anyway.
All about the waffle emotes. Okay. I know.
Doritos. I see Doritos 95,000. Let's see. Where's another
Doritos?
AA tracks.
A-Tracks, what's up?
They're posting.
Absolutely.
Right. Rube.
I want to run through these fairly quickly because I want to be respectful of your time here. I know we're getting a little long in the time. What is your favorite Star Wars character? And both canon and Legends characters are included in the consideration.
I'm gonna say I'm giving you story time, by the way.
Okay.
And also, I don't have a favorite, but I will give you a top 3.
Okay, fair.
Mount Rushmore, as I call it.
Yeah, like I just don't like, because favorite means above all, like one of my favorites. Like I don't have a favorite band. I don't have a favorite genre of music. I don't have a favorite food. I love a lot for various reasons. And so Rose Tico is kind of like, I thought she was charming. I loved seeing her. And I think the reasons are pretty obvious why. But when I found out, I was cheering. Yeah. Because that is so important to me. And fun fact, when I was at Celebration, I actually got to see her.
Oh, that's cool.
And it was a complete surprise. Like they were just like, Kelly Marie Tran's coming out. And I was like, what? And then I started crying. And it was like, I was actually next to Charles. And he got to see me with my crazy eyeliner all over my face. And but no, it was so nice seeing her. And so that I'm going to tear up just thinking about it. But yes, I absolutely loved her character. And we could probably go into another episode about that. But she is definitely in top 3. My second, and I know somewhat divisive, but Vice Admiral Holdo.
Whoa.
Ooh, okay.
I thought, and the reason why she's top 3 is because of how much of an impact that left on me when I saw that on the big screen. And like, I know the movies are quite old right now, but just for the sake of like not trying to spoil anything, that left such a huge impact on me. I kind of gauge my favorites or anything like that in terms of how much of an emotional impact it left on me.
Sure.
And it was incredibly strong. And so I was just, plus my favorite color is purple. And I was like, it was meant to be, And so that was my second. So the third one is actually more on a sentimental level.
Okay.
And so Big's Darklighter.
Wow.
There's a
Okay.
reason for this. There's a sentimental reason for this. And so we all know who he is, right?
Yeah.
And so this is story time. And I don't think I've ever spoken to anyone about this in this audience.
Okay.
With SWTOR audience.
You heard it here first.
I had to give you like some kind of exclusive, right? And so so many years ago, I became friends with an author, and she was looking for a voice actor to narrate her books. She found the voice actor, and I was actually kind of like friends with him as well, like friends in terms of we knew of each other's presence on like on Twitter and everything like that.
Okay.
We don't live in the same country or anything like that, so it's like, hey, what's up? Let's talk about dogs, that kind of thing. And so that's the kind of friendship that we have. And so they're going through this this narration process, and then he was like, I need help pronouncing certain words in Japanese. And I was like, okay, I got you. And so I, recorded a couple of lines that he needed help with the pronunciation, and I sent it off to him. And I was like, good luck, have fun. I look forward to hearing the book because I love his voice. And then I get an email, and I get an email, and it says something, I'm paraphrasing. It was like, hey, Jackie, I just wanted to say, love your voice. Thank you so much for your help. That really, really helped us a lot with these lines, and I wish you the best of luck. And it was signed by Garrett Hagen.
Whoa!
I know!
That's so cool.
I know! And so I was like, oh, holy crap, I can't top this. Because
That's an awesome
his
moment.
company was the one that was producing the audiobooks, but I had no idea.
Right.
I just got some random email. I'm like, what? And then I was like Googling more. I'm like, no way. So that's my third top three for
Awesome.
sentimental reasons. Yeah.
All
Do you know,
right.
do you know Marcus or I's?
I'm sorry?
Do you know Marcus or I's top favorite? I think mine's like long-winded and
Nick,
not
you
that
know
interesting.
you can just say the two words and drop it, but Nick doesn't. You don't have to give the full kabuki dance, because every time Nick says his, he's like, all right, I'm going to be really short, and it's like an 8-minute explanation that everybody already knows, and it's hilarious.
All right, I'll just say the title. Darth Bane is my favorite Star Wars character. Marcus?
R2D2.
You're consistent. I remember we talked about this at one point, a year ago.
Yeah.
So it doesn't shift. It doesn't change over time.
No, but because it represents me. He helps everybody. He doesn't need the force. He's always willing to be there for his friends, family, or anybody. And he just wants to be there, and whatever fashion, whether it's supporting or helping.
I don't know, though. I think R2's sassier than you are.
I don't know. Marcus is pretty sassy. I think that fits perfect. Especially if I forgot what piece of
Waffle.
I think
Cogs knows. Cogs wrote, he wrote exclamation point waffle.
Let's go.
He knows what's up.
It's all about the waffle. Raffle to get yourself in the contest, and then waffle to troll Marcus.
No, see, I can't see chat for now, so it's great.
I know you're gonna scroll through it later.
No, yes, I will.
All right. Is it my turn to ask a question?
Yes.
I don't even know anymore. What is time?
So, what do you think about R4? Which boss is your favorite and why?
So R4 is the first op, because I'm baby, right? I've only been on the team for coming up on 2 years.
That's
and
crazy.
So R4 will always hold a special place in my heart, because I got to see, not in terms of like it being built, but I got to experience it with the players with like PTS and everything.
Yeah.
And so that, like, the first are always going to stay with me. So yeah. I love the horror aspect of it. I'm a horror movie junkie. And so I really liked R4 just to begin with. And just, again, like seeing players go through it and seeing the process when they're helping us kind of like craft this almost, so it was just, that will always hold a special place in my heart.
during the PTS, was there something that you watched happen that was like a bug because it's a PTS and we're finding stuff that made you like spit out a coffee and laugh, or a moment like that?
No, but I imagine that did happen with the team at some point. Because there are times where it's like that
How?
mod that you sent me.
Yeah.
It's like that kind of thing.
And I can really understand what you're saying about your first. So mine was Tithe from Gods from the Machine. And I remember when Matt was camera 1 and camera 2 were in there, and there are these little tiny characters and they're just running around the boss and they're completely trolling you. And then it was during one of the pulls, Matt made Seema bigger than Tithe. Just blew up her character and Tithe, and like it was in the middle of the fight. It was hilarious. And those are like the moments that you never forget. Oh, okay. So my last question.
I didn't answer all of it though.
Oh yeah. So who's your favorite boss? I forgot.
Again, I can't choose favorites.
Why not?
But I will say my top 2.
Okay.
Watchdog, obviously. I just want to pet him.
Okay.
I saw the model and I was like, I'm in love with this boss. No one better harm.
Watchdog.
Yeah. So Watchdog. I like weird dogs. For those who don't know, I don't have my girls with me anymore. I had to say goodbye to them, but I did have 2 tripod dogs that I adopted. And so I'm just like, I just like doggies that just are a little unique.
Yeah.
And so Watchdog is a favorite. And then I had a reaction when I saw Lady Dominique for the first time.
Yeah.
I was like, ma'am, hi. So there you go.
Perfect. So it wouldn't be a Working Class Nerds with the SWTOR team without us asking a down and dirty question. So what, and I'm sighing because I know I'm not getting an answer, but we're going to ask it anyways. What can you tell us about SWTOR's upcoming 7.2 update?
Well, I can't tell you much right now.
Fair.
I can't tell you much
right now.
now.
Say it was a great question.
That would have been the ultimate troll.
Yes.
I thought about it, but you know what? I want that to be Musco's.
No, I understand.
I want, like, there's going to be like some kind of meme thing that happens with us organically, and I want to like.
You've ruined me.
Waffles?
No, come on.
Is it just waffles?
We're gonna ban that word in the chat.
It's just like waffles.
Yes.
That's all. That's literally. I'm just going to like send you a waffle gif once a week now.
That's perfect.
I'm glad the kids aren't here because they would want waffles now.
Well, yeah, that's what you got to make it for them. Like this weekend for breakfast. Do you ever do breakfast for dinner?
All the time.
Me too.
I'm an adult.
Yeah.
I'm an adult. I can do whatever I want.
Yeah.
Ice cream, Cool Whip, yeah.
All the above. Fully loaded waffles.
All right.
I'm back 7.2.
No, it's fine. So I can't speak to the finer details. Certainly more communication is coming, as you're going to be hearing from me when that happens. But what I can say is in future updates, like, I mean, we've always had plans with 7.0's launch. And of course, being a live service game, we're always looking to add some new things, improve what already exists. So that's kind of the mentality with live service. And you can look forward to things like new tacticals are coming, general balance passes, specific call out for healer and tank, new legendary items. And I will say for right now, and I have to preface this, that it could change because game development, but we're thinking that 7.2 will also include the PvP revamp.
Whoa!
So
all right.
I can't give you more than that, though.
Yeah,
but
I appreciate that.
That's That's all we asked.
I hear new tacticals and it makes me excited because like Grit Teeth was amazing.
Intisar's like waffle mount confirmed.
Oh my god! Get out, Intisar. Mods.
That's so good.
Could you if you did a waffle mount, would it be like a skateboard? Like that was a waffle kind of? Like a hoverboard, but a big waffle?
Just
That'd
for the
be fun.
record, I don't like any of you right now.
It's all right. Feelings mutual. I'm just kidding.
Hey-o!
I'm just kidding.
Jackie's officially comfortable with the working class nerds. And with that.
All right. So everybody, we are going to thank Jackie for coming, but we're going to give away this opal. So you have to be in chat. You have to respond within 1 minute or we're going to give it to somebody else.
Hey, wait. Also, after this raffle, do you want to open that box?
Yes. If Jackie has 2 more minutes, then yes, we can open the box. Okay.
It's going to take you more than 2 minutes, but yes,
raffle.
I can hang out.
All right. Okay. Exclamation point raffle.
Do you want to queue up the box while the raffle's finishing?
Nick, I can rip it open.
All right.
No, it's not waffle. It is for Star Wars: The Old Republic.
I didn't know if you had gotten, a manicure recently. I know you don't like to wreck your nails.
Listen, manicures are good for your hands.
They are, definitely. Pedicures too. I feel like pedicures are even
My
more
hands
important.
are sandpaper.
I know, because you just deal with actual sandpaper all the time.
Yes.
I got moisturized desk worker hands.
Cannot enter. And the winner is
of the waffle.
Yay!
You get a waffle, and you get a waffle, and you get a waffle. I'm just kidding. Wait, so what do they win?
They win the Opal Votilla.
Nice.
Oh, he's here. All right.
So what I'm gonna do too, Marcus.
And I'm gonna give another one. I'm gonna give away 2.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Let me just make sure.
I think Jackie wants to add something.
Oh, that's great.
Maybe.
I just want to make sure I have 2 because I haven't looked in a while. But I know.
Oh my god.
I know I have 1.
I thought you were a professional.
I am a professional.
I love the roasting, Jackie. This is great.
Listen, I have to give back what I get, sometimes.
Of course. You got to spill that back out somewhere. No, I totally, just on a personal note, while Marcus is figuring out how to do a raffle, I totally get what you were saying earlier.
You do, not you too.
About like having a lot of negativity and then also like moments of the community where it's super positive. It's like sort of making it worth it. I experienced something similar working in the ER. It's a lot of like crappy people that are frequent flyers. So like just you get a lot of negativity. You can get jaded over time, but then certain moments like make you really it makes it all worth it. Like you can help somebody in a meaningful way and they're really appreciative or whatever that, however that shakes out to be. The like sort of a lot of negative volume, but then like the smaller volume of positive makes it worth it. I can understand how that dynamic feels a little bit, a different flavor, obviously, but
there are some days where it does get to me, and I joke around all the time because some people will come to me like, "Are you okay? Like, you're in the middle of this, and they are coming for you." And then my joke is usually, "This is nothing compared to what my mom has said. It's fine." But there are days that it does get to me, but
yeah,
I can only really handle that because I have such a supportive team.
Right.
Like I may be the most obvious person that is accessible for that kind of stuff, but I am extremely supported by my teammates and my colleagues and my coworkers. So I'm not really going it alone.
Right.
Yes,
so,
we can.
What are we talking about? Oh, mounts.
Opal.
I was like,
sorry.
Yes, we can. What?
All right. And the winner is. Oh my God. Nick, say the name.
I can't see the chat. What are you
okay.
Kim Irene?
Kim Irene?
Oh, I read that as Kim Irene.
Kim Irene 08. Say something in chat. Oh, boom.
Let's go.
I will message you guys this on Twitch. All right. Sorry. Now I know.
Jackie, did you have something you wanted to add to the waffles?
I'm correct. Boom in your face with the pronunciation. So the two winners for the Opal Tilla mounts, I will send you 2 codes for the mini pet, so they have a complete set.
Whoa!
I'll message you those later, so you can pass them along.
Your raffle prize just got upgraded.
Yeah,
That's awesome. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
of course.
Wow, that's awesome.
Marcus, do you want to open that box?
Oh, yeah.
You forgot about it thrice now.
It's fine.
It's from the Upus.
Ooh, UPS.
The ups.
Yep.
Usually Nick would...
I hear
my
bubble
kids-
wrap.
My kids are going to be so excited for this tomorrow morning.
Bubble wrap?
Yep.
That type of bubble wrap. I like the little ones where you can just walk
Right.
all over it.
I see Star Wars The Old Republic bags. Whoa. They've got the logo and the BioWare logo.
Oh man, seeing the waffles in chat, I'm hungry now. I think I will make waffles for dinner, and then I will tweet you.
I think I'm going to too. Oh, we got pins.
I
We
think
got
I will
pins.
tweet you.
That's exciting. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
This is an awesome Star Wars The Old Republic care package.
Atrax and Doritos, I appreciate you in chat.
Whoa. I think a t-shirt. Do I see a t-shirt?
Star Wars The Old Republic t-shirt.
Hell yeah. Woo woo.
Another
And-
one.
Another Star Wars The Old Republic t-shirt.
You got to show the
And-
back of the first one.
Yeah. Open it up.
That's where all the cool stuff is. I mean, the logo's cool, but
But
Whoa. That's awesome.
Private Skies, I also appreciate you.
oh my god.
Anyone who's
What?
typing waffles in chat, I'm just saying I appreciate them.
I love the meme. What an awesome care package. Thank you.
Wow. We have the Journal of Master Nostrel.
Whoa. That's awesome. I can't wait to read that later. Oh, Jackie, I don't know if it was Marcus and I or our cousins. That's how we started this whole shindig.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa, look at that.
I
We
had
have the Star
no
Wars magazine
idea.
with
Malgus.
Malgus on it.
Wow.
You couldn't get this magazine, the Star Wars Insider. You couldn't get this. I went to
Wow.
every comic book store possible and they didn't have it.
That's awesome. I keep saying that's awesome, but it is. It's breathtaking. Wait, are you being sarcastic? You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know.
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought y'all were just besties or something.
No. We're related.
I
That's an awesome
had
poster.
no idea.
The Legacy of the Sith poster? That's sweet.
See
No.
that little thing in the
Working Class
corner?
Nerds episode
Wait, what's-
title,
wait.
Waffles with Jackie.
Wait, oh yeah.
Oh my
that's
god,
gonna be it.
yes.
That'll be
Doritos.
it. Wait, what's in the
Doritos,
corner?
Done. I'm making this happen.
Whoa. That's an epic poster. Or piece of
Immortalized
art.
Love. Hi.
Hi, Immortalized. Oh my god. Little Capero action.
That's awesome too.
I
So
honest to God forgot what I sent.
I have that poster and it's signed by Timothy Zahn from the Cantina.
That's really
I felt
cool.
really bad. So when we were in New York City, my wife was stuck talking to a bunch of people she didn't know because I talked to Timothy Zahn for like an hour.
I would too. Oh, I forgot to mention.
Look
Whoa,
at
that's
that.
a cool piece of art
This is-
too. That's the Eternal Throne.
Yes.
What was I saying? Oh, my other favorite character besides Darth Bane is Admiral Thrawn.
Hmm.
Yeah, from the Timothy Zahn books. But
Oh,
what a cool care package.
Onslaught.
Awesome.
And my favorite of all time, Tithe.
Tithe. That's epic. That is so cool.
Thanks, Jackie.
Jackie,
You're welcome.
you're the best.
I try. I try.
This is a dope.
Cogs and waffles. Yes.
No,
All right, Marcus,
more-
you want
no more waffles.
to Marcus, let's all right, put the care package away. Let's let
I'm putting
Jackie.
it away. I'm putting it away.
Let's go. The poor audio only podcast listeners are going to be like, this is the most boring segment ever.
I don't
Marcus
care.
unboxing.
Well, as soon as my segment is done, I'm gonna go make some waffles.
You should. I
Oh my God.
wholeheartedly. If I didn't have the rest of the show to record, I would too. I don't blame you at all.
Hashtag get cattails in the content creator program. All right. Thanks, Jackie.
Jackie, you're awesome. This is sincerely an awesome episode.
No, wait. We have one more important thing.
Okay.
Jackie, what should we name the episode?
Doritos typed
Post
it.
Have to
in the chat.
confirm.
Hold on. Let me scroll up. Hold on. Yeah, Working Class Nerds episode title, Waffles with Jackie.
Oh.
Yes. That's awesome.
Just so you guys know, I have been trolled.
People are going to click it and be like, what?
Okay.
What is this? They'll click it out of pure curiosity.
All right.
That's awesome. Perfect.
All right. So real quick, while you guys are doing that, in 10 seconds, hold on. Let me just find it. Before Jackie goes, just because she's been awesome. All right.
Okay.
She might be gone when we do this, but everybody, exclamation point raffle for a 30-day subcode. Everybody thank Jackie in chat for coming on the show. Exclamation point raffle. And please, everybody, thank Jackie for coming on the show. You will get 30 days of free sub time from myself and Nick.
Awesome.
And if you scroll up in chat somewhere, I know Jackie posted a picture of a code for a mini pet.
Oh, that's probably gone.
Oh, all right.
Those were gone within like 4 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Just
yeah.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that is no longer active.
No code, no mo. I get it.
But I will give you the 2 codes for the 2 winners of the Opal Flotilla mount.
Woo woo.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course.
Thanks, Jackie.
Jackie, you are awesome. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me. It was fun. Thank you. I appreciate this.
We appreciate you coming on the show.
It's time for working class questions. What do you mean you don't know who asked the first one?
I didn't think I copied high enough.
Oh my God. No, you missed like 4 questions
I didn't
too.
type his name. So Quinn asks, what is your favorite movie genre? Minus comedy.
Ooh. Favorite movie genre? That is probably like a drama, like a thriller. Like I'm trying to think of some of my favorite movies, like actual favorite movies. I really liked some of Christopher Nolan's other like earlier movies, like The Prestige, or like crap. What's the other one? Not the
that's not a movie genre.
Memento. But I'm trying to think, what would that genre be?
Drama.
Yeah, probably dramas. I like dramatic, intense storytelling with like twists and turns and stuff.
And,
go ahead.
No, I was going to say, and crucially, whose music do you like more, Mozart or Beethoven? I actually have a good answer for this.
I honestly am not familiar enough with either of them to have a real opinion, so I'm going to go with Beethoven because I know he was deaf. I hope that was him, not Mozart, and still made music, which I think is pretty crazy.
I like Mozart because oh my God. No, thank you so much.
Woo woo.
100 bits. So I like Mozart because when he plays, it's really intense, and I like the electronic music. Oh my God. No, with 100 bits. Thank you.
Let's go.
So with Mozart, I would pick Mozart. All right. DL Smooth asks favorite ice cream flavor. Listen to the last
like 80 episodes.
You got that. All right, Nick, what's your favorite pizza?
I like a combo with like lots of meat products. Honestly, I like a lot of like hamburger, pepperoni, sausage, and then some veggies on it and spicy stuff. So I like a thick crust pizza, lots of sauce, lots of toppings. Let's make that thing like a casserole.
No, that's 45 bits. Thank you. My God, stop giving bits.
Do you think?
No, we don't need a hype train. We do not. Anyways, my favorite pizza is pretty much any pizza with pineapple on it. Yes, Rube. pineapple. Like last night, I had a pineapple ham and bacon, and it was amazing. And they put hot honey on it.
Oh, that's the best.
Dude.
My voice just cracked like I was in middle school. Did you hear that?
Yeah. Dude, waffle train. Oh my God. Get out of here, Doritos.
The waffle hype train.
Yeah. So the first time I ever had a hot honey on a pizza was a pepperoni pizza, and they squirted the hot honey on it. Amazing. Like the hot honey is amazing.
I love that. The spicy sweet combo, I'm all about it.
No. So Google, Albus, go to the Google and type in hot honey.
The force will be with you.
Nub.
Who just
sub to the Scarlet Ham. Thank you.
Let's go.
Waffle crust pizza. Thank you.
Whoa, that just blew my mind. Waffle crust pizza would be so... Time out. You can make pizza on a waffle.
Nick.
Like a quick DIY one. Put some sauce, melt some cheese.
They are fucking trolling me.
I know, it's great. Yeah, but I'm actually going to make that now.
All right.
I'm gonna make Belgian waffles, put sauce on, put cheese, a couple pepperonis, some hot honey, like the syrup. Oh my God. We should open up a pizza waffle store.
Oh my God. I don't like you guys. I
mean, you guys are the best community ever. Waffle pizza. Hashtag.
Ooh, this is a good question. Stask asks, who's your favorite member of the SWTOR team?
I don't know. It's hard. Wait, current or
all time?
Historically. I mean, so like first two that come to mind are Charles Boydford, because I love the story content in Star Wars. That's my jam.
Met him.
And I met him in real life, and he had the dopest like Obi-Wan Kenobi Jedi robes on. So that was epic. That was 360 degrees of epic. But also Jackie Cow is pretty awesome because I know him as well, and we're UConn alumni. What up? But he doesn't work there anymore.
So I have
time out. Also Jackie Coe,
yes,
who's just on. That was awesome. What a cool person.
Yes,
she's the shit.
So I have to give a Mount Rushmore. It's a top 3. So Jackie, that was just on the show. Oh my God. No, thank you.
100 bits. Let's go.
Thank you. So Jackie Coe, who was just on the podcast. What I like about her is she is not afraid to give sass, as you guys all saw. She's really down to earth, and she is very front facing, where if I message her, she does, she may not respond to me, but she does, respond at some point, and which is really nice.
Yeah.
My other one is I really like Matt Pusevich. I think that dude was fascinating when he came on the show, talking about operations. And then I have to say Musco, because I feel like I know probably he wouldn't say this about us at all.
Yeah, yeah, that was a fun show too.
Yeah, but no, I know he wouldn't say it about us because even whenever we saw him in at a cantina or anything like that, I feel like we just have that connection. We can just have a great conversation, but granted, he's an ex-community manager, so he can talk to anybody. Yeah. But I feel like I connected the most with him, but Jackie is slowly she's passing him on the highway right now.
I think so.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Yeah. I mean, it's like different flavors, they're both cool people, but,
so Two Fox asks, what artist would you die to see alive or dead?
That is a great question. That is hard.
That's a tough one.
I don't know. See, can I make some fantasy? Since we're doing alive or dead, can I make some fantasy scenario that's not possible? Can I time travel?
Yeah, that's the whole point.
So okay, so if I could go back in time to the And Justice for All tour for Metallica, I would love to see them live. In that time period, the late 80s, while they were still in the throes of alcoholism and just thrash metal, and it was complete chaos.
Well, when metal came out.
Well, metal came, yeah, that was early.
Metallica 80s. Was it. Metallica basically created metal.
Not metal, because Black Sabbath did that, but that was years prior. But thrash, yes, that style, that was Metallica. The Kill 'Em All album. The backstory for the name Kill 'Em All. So I don't know if I've never shared this on the show. I used to be a giant, I still like Metallica, but I used to be a giant Metallica fan. That's the only thing I listened to all day It'd be just different Metallica songs, like in high school. But or middle school into high school. But their first album, Kill 'Em All, 1983. They wanted to name it Metal Up the Ass, but the record company wouldn't let them. So they submitted the title Metal Up the Ass with, like, I don't know, one of the S's as a different symbol. And then their response was, when the record company said no, was Kill 'Em All. Like, fuck you kind of thing. And that's what they ended up naming the album.
Yeah.
It's interesting. But so I think Metallica back in the day. But go ahead, Marcus.
If an artist. Honestly,
you've seen a lot of artists in your life anyways.
I know, like, if I could go, it would be Paul Oakenfold.
Okay.
Paul Oakenfold is a EDM producer and DJ, and I've only gotten to see him once, and it was like in a sea of like 20,000 people, and I always wanted to just meet the guy and like know where his head's at, like, because they don't talk, they don't sing, but they create unbelievable music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm an EDM guy.
Me too.
So many questions. Are Skittles better with the green one being green apple or lime?
Oh, lime. The original's way better. Green apple can kiss my ass.
How about this? I don't care, because I just take a handful of them and bury them in my mouth.
Well, I do too, but I still prefer the hint of lime over the hint of green apple.
Doesn't matter to me. Oh,
great question.
And
by the way.
Yeah, great question. And sidebar, do you know Skittles aren't allowed in different countries because there's some shit in them that's really, really bad for you?
Yeah, it's the food coloring. It's terrible for you.
Yeah, so like I won't even eat them anymore because they're banned in other countries. Like,
I think it's the red 40, like, because they have a ridiculous amount of the colors. Red 40 or maybe yellow 40 or something.
Yeah. KP Dizzle asks, I should let you ask some questions, but I'll do this.
I'm just letting you go. I'm like, I don't have to read these. This is great.
All right. I don't mind reading them. It's kind of fun. KP Dizzle asks, what is your favorite SWTOR event?
Oh, the Snowballs one.
Private, you're awesome. I'll message you later. What did you say?
The Snowballs one. I forgot
Snowballs?
what it's called. Yes. Yeah. You just snowball fight.
Yeah, mine. I'm torn. So I have two, okay? Yes, Rube. So my favorite SWTOR event is two of them. I love Life Day just because it represents Christmas in the Star Wars world, and like that's my favorite holiday, second favorite holiday. The other one is the Bounty Contract Week, but I can't ever figure out how to do the Bounty Contract Week. So in my head, I'm a good bounty hunter, but I can't actually figure out how to do the contract. So there it is. Emrys, who got a notable mention.
Oh yeah.
If you were a pro level athlete, what sport would you want to play? Oh, mine's easy.
I have two. So like in my heart and soul, paintball, because like,
yes,
I love paintball. It's my favorite sport to play for sure. But in terms of like my life, like,
yeah,
soccer probably, or like something where you make like actual crazy amounts of money. Soccer would be dope if I was a great professional soccer player.
Not me.
Or football. Not football, because you get head injuries.
Pro skateboarder. That was a dream I had until I smacked my head.
Yeah.
Like I was really good on a skateboard. Now I'm just a fat slob. Like I remember riding handrails, and until you hit your nuts once, you never actually think about hitting your nuts. But once you hit your nuts once on the handrail, that's all you think about every time you ride that rail.
Yeah.
It's my nuts, my nuts, my nuts. Oh shit. I don't think A-Track's here anymore, because he would totally clip that and it's over. So
that's fine. You can grab it off the VOD probably.
Shut up, Nick. Oh no, what did I got rid of this. Wait,
what'd you do?
Episode 162 or 163?
162.
Oh shit, I called it 163.
I know you did.
Oh, that's all right. So
it's fine. We're all fine here.
A-Trax asks, what is one technology idea of the far future you wish you could be alive to see?
Oh, I got it right away. Marcus, go ahead. Do you need time? Because once I say mine, you're going to be like, oh, duh. Mine changes everything.
No, Oh, I'm guessing yours would be time travel.
No,
Not
close.
Oh God, DL Smooth, why did you do that? So I don't want to say time travel. I would say going at the speed on a ship at the speed of light.
That's kind of like what mine is teleportation is what I was going to say.
Well, teleportation and moving at the speed of light are two different. Like teleportation is you're gone.
And you're there.
You're gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing. It's like way faster travel speeds. I mean, moving like a ship at the speed of light is different because, well, that would still take a long time to get in the galaxy. You got to go faster than light. But like, if I could like teleport to work or just teleport places, you like no more car. Think about that. No more cars. No more like just travel time and traffic. You just are there. Like if you're going somewhere, you just if we're doing the Dream of Genie, ding ding bing, or like I like the Goku instant transmission, and you're there. But
KP Dizzle asks again, do you think we will ever see an update to the SWTOR engine? Oh, this is spicy.
No. Short answer is I don't think so.
I think,
not at this point, you know.
I don't think we'll see a new engine, but I can see them updating the engine that we have.
Okay, that sounds reasonable. Doritos asks, what is one sound or sound effect that best represents Star Wars?
A TIE fighter.
Yeah. Oh, that's a cool sound. I was going to say a lightsaber igniting.
Well, see, that's what's awesome about Star Wars is everybody has their own. But when I think of like as soon as somebody says
Star Wars sounds, it's like
it's that's all I think about like right away. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like if you hear that like lightsaber ignition, that's like automatically that's Star Wars. Quinn asks, oh wait, that's Quinn answered the question and agrees with you, Marcus. TIE Fighter engine, it's uniquely and instantly recognizable and turned up in almost all Star Wars media in some form. True.
Oh, that's it.
That was just people. Marcus copied and pasted people's answers.
Well, I was just trying to do it quick so we could get out of here because we have a crazy. Well, Nick,
I have a crazy amount of editing.
Yeah, because there's going to be a lot of cutting
and I have to do it tonight because I know I'm going to be busy tomorrow.
Well, and Nick, it's only 10:30, so it's not.
I know I have no excuse. I have
we can hang out in a Discord call. We can get out of Zencaster and just get it done. It's only a 2-hour episode, so it's not
excuse.
Yeah, there's no excuse. So everybody, as we always say, we have a working class question segment in our Discord. Please leave us questions. We will ask them the following week. If there is too many, we might shift some to the following.
Yep.
Big shout out to Jackie, which you guys, you'll hear this at the end of the show. So thanks, Jackie, for coming on the show.
Yep.
Please join the Discord. Join me Tuesday nights. I'm playing Destiny 2 on it's not a server. Anyways, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you for trolling. Thank you, everybody, just for being awesome. I appreciate all of you. Please, there's the merch store. Check out our merch. I will probably be working on that while we do that. And this has been awesome. Oh, shit. Insar, thank you. Oh, we got to raid somebody. Hold on, please.
Hang on, just say bye and I'll stop recording the podcast.
All right. So everybody, thanks for coming and joining us live. We don't do this often, but everybody, you guys are awesome. Exclamation point, waffle.
What are you guys talking about in here?
Find out next episode of Working Class Nerds.